Essa é a rua privada.
Okay, guys, we are here with Jay.
Hello.
We are consulting in snow removal. This is the parking lot he's pricing out. I want to take one more look at this. This is all parking lot he has to clear. There is not one place to put the snow. I had a feeling this was going to be the problem. So the customer came to him and asked him for a price for snow, and he gave him an initial offer of $500 for 4 to 6 inches of snow.
Up to the van.
And it's going to go up to the van. There's absolutely nowhere to put the snow here. So, what we're going to cover first is the equipment he's going to need for this lot, which is by far going to be a Bobcat. He has no access from the rear. He has only access from this area in front of us. Well, you can't count on the condo association to be clean when you come.
No.
So you can't think you're going to use that as an entrance. And these people are not going to let you put the snow in front of their house.
No.
They're going to come out and rebel and start a war. So
Have to be over here.
over here, you're going to have ability to put some snow. And maybe over here, but this is the entranceway. Does he have any spots designated for snow? Did he tell you that? Over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
this
them belongs to them.
right. So your only option is a machine. You have to lift and carry the snow in and out of here.
Do I have to clean around the cars or no?
Absolutely.
No sidewalk. They don't want a sidewalk or steps. We're
Right.
not
So
doing
the
that.
people are going to be responsible for their own walkways, sidewalks, and steps. That's correct.
Mhm.
So you know where they're going to throw that snow into your street.
In the street.
So all of this snow is going to become your problem in the event of a large event. Yeah, the other guy who was here for $500 could not do it. He had a pickup truck with a plow, and he could not do it.
And he used to live over here too.
Who, the plow?
Yeah, long guy.
Yeah.
He's over here.
So my opinion is you have to decide how you're going to charge him. Are you going to charge him a lump sum, which is not going to work here? This lot is too large for a lump sum.
By the inch.
You could charge him by the inch. You could charge him per push if he wants multiple pushes. Or you could charge him an hourly rate. Just, this is my hourly rate. Whatever it is, it is. If I'm here for 2 hours, it's this number. If I'm here for 8 hours, it's this number. I mean, I could see you spending 2 hours here easily, even in a small event.
How much would be an hour?
Well, I would say you're going to need at least one laborer with you, because you're going to have to clean around the people's cars. You're going to have to see this nook and cranny between these two cars. You're going to have to get in here.
And clean with the shovel.
Yeah, you can't leave snow around. See, he's parked up there, and this is all their parking and driveways. So you are not going to be able to put the snow anywhere all over here. There's no snow here. They're not going to let you throw it up there. They're going to be taking that snow and throwing it into your street. Check. Didn't you do this curb cut? What are you doing here?
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, you didn't do
wasn't
Mitchell
here.
Lane?
No.
Oh, that's right. It was way before you.
I was behind there, two
Yeah.
houses. The other side.
You're right.
Here.
I forgot.
I did this house. Eu fiz essa casa aqui.
Yeah.
Eu e ele.
You're right. I did it with SAS over there.
Nós trabalhava
Right.
para outra pessoa.
All right. So I could see you spending at least 2 hours here in a small event with one guy with a shovel, and you're going to absolutely need a Bobcat. Because the problem is with a truck and plow, you can't come in through the entranceway we just did. You can't assume they're going to be clean.
Mm-hmm.
And if you start taking their snow, you're going to wind up in your own problem. But that's where you're going to, that would be the best spot to come in through that way, through the condo, and push it all that way. That's the only way you could do it with a truck.
Can you put on the street?
No.
No.
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to put it in the street. You're supposed to maintain your own snow.
Mm-hmm.
So, at the end of the day, how much do you feel you're worth in an hourly rate? I mean, I could see charging this guy $1,000 for the labor and the salt, even in a smaller event. Because the people are going to be throwing the snow in the street. So even after you clean, you'll be cleaning again. So if they're chucking their stuff in the street and you got to move it all to this little corner, I don't see how you're doing it with a truck with all the cars parked. And you have to be careful not to hit any of these said vehicles. Jay, this is a tough lot.
It's a problem, right?
It's doable, but it's tough. This is a tough lot. So, I would say you would have to give him a per hour price.
Because too much things involved.
Too much involved. I think if you get stuck with a 4 to 6 inch event, let's say, and what if cars are parked all along here? What if cars are parked here and you cannot get the snow over there? He's going to have to guarantee you safe passage into this area to get the snow out. And he's going to lose these spots because you can't throw it up against this building.
No, the grass is theirs.
Right, the grass is theirs, but you can't put it against the building.
No, and I cannot go in there with the truck.
No, you can't go in. You can't hop the curb.
Yeah.
You need the Bobcat here. And that's why I feel it's worth $800 easily.
A push?
At least for a 4 to 6 event. You're going to have to bring the Bobcat here and leave it. I mean, you can't think of putting it in the truck and towing it here during a snow event. The roads will be icy. It's going to be hard to get here. There's nowhere to park. You're going to have to leave the machine here the night before the storm.
Or in my house, at least.
You can't walk it in the street. That's a far hike.
No. Leave the truck with the Bobcat in my house, then come here.
Oh, well, where are you going to park the truck?
Yeah.
Which truck has the plow? The roll-off truck?
No, 2500 Chevy dump truck.
Oh, so the Bobcat has to be here because you have no trail.
No trailer. I can put the trail. I can put the Bobcat in the roll-off.
Right. So you can't be bringing multiple vehicles here because there's going to be nowhere to be. So I would say you're going to have to park the machine somewhere in there. If you leave it here, it'll be stolen. You got to leave it back there. Too many people can see it from this area. And I would say at least $800. But you don't even have the Bobcat yet.
This week is coming.
Oh, you ordered a Bobcat or the Kubota?
Kubota.
Oh, you ordered the Kubotas.
Compare apples to apples, and I don't like that guy. I had a bad feeling. When you told me he's an asshole, I still recording?
Yeah.
So I say no. I apologize to the salesman. I said, because of you, boss, I can't give you the sale. And Kubota gave us less than 100,000, 2 machines.
Okay.
15 we saved, and then we.
And you saved a little more.
Radio came. Solid tires. I asked for solid tires instead of fuel. Solid tires and.
Oh, you asked for solid tires instead of foam filled?
Instead of foam filled.
Oh, that's so much heavier.
And what's the?
I wouldn't have went with solid tires.
No.
No.
I would think it's better with the hose.
Oh God.
That's what you guys have. You find.
I got rid of them.
Yeah, no good.
Yeah, no, they're no good. They're way too heavy. For dirt work, they're way too heavy. Call them Monday. Tell them you changed your mind. You want foam filled. You want air tires, foam filled. Even if it delays the delivery. Yeah, I for dirt work, forget it. You'll sink all over the place.
What about street? On the street?
Well, the street, it doesn't matter. You're not going to sink in the street.
Did it make that much difference?
Oh, sure. Those tires are a lot heavier. They're physically heavier. So when the machine drives in the dirt, unless that dirt is rock hard, you're going to sink. And that Kubota, I'm not sure if it's a belly dragger, but
it's high from the Bobcat. Yeah, it's higher.
It's higher. So yeah, but still, yeah. So okay, so the machine is coming, and that machine got to come here.
Comes with the 2 plows, the teeth, and the snow bucket.
Oh, so you got 2 buckets, which is good. All right.
Closed cab, all the.
All right, and you got the excavator too. Oh, good. All right.
It's a renting, Mike. It doesn't make sense.
Well, it depends how often you rent it, but
we use a Forest Hill. There was 3 months in there, and then we use over here was another month.
Right. Well,
That's half of the price. Almost, well, it was like 20 something thousand.
Well,
The both of them is 100. So over the years,
it pays.
of course.
But to be honest with you, $800 for a small
800?
event,
Okay.
easily with salt, and you need a guy, but you need the machine here, even in a small event.
Mm-hmm.
There's just no way to use a pickup and a plow. All right, guys. So I just dropped my friend Jay off, and we were consulting. He asked me to consult with him on how to do the snow removal and how to price it. So the parking lot you saw was a parking lot that he was pricing out. So the first thing that I want you to understand that you got to look at when you're pricing a lot is, before you even decide how you're going to charge the person, is where do you put the snow? And that lot is a disaster trying to place the snow. So the snow spots that the person is allocated, that the facility manager is allocated, is all the way in that front corner that you saw. And if cars are parked there, he's going to be in for a real tough sled. So obviously, ease of snow placement. And if you get larger and larger of snow events, you're going to have to push that snow up or truck it out. You're going to have to factor all of that in too, in deciding how much you're going to charge the person. Now, obviously, if you're going to start trucking, that's going to have to come under a separate contract and separate billing, because you can never factor that into your price trucking snow out. So the next thing is, cars in the lot. That lot is complicated to plow. A lot of cars. There's a lot of shoveling around to do. And that's something that Jay obviously did not realize, being new to the snow removal business, is that you have to shovel around the cars. And you have to salt around all of these cars. And you have to clear in the front where the cars come in and out. Even if you feel it's not your responsibility to do the sidewalk, you still have to understand that all has to be clean. You have to guarantee the car's safe passage. And that lot has to be machined, for the simple fact that there's no way to get the truck into that lot and push the snow where it needs to go in a larger event. Now, 2 inches, you can put your plow down and back drag, but that's not ideal. So definitely a machine is going to be necessary at that parking lot. And that's what makes it, in my opinion, an expensive lot. So here's how I valued that lot. Now, there are 4 ways you can bill for snow. Now that you decided how you're going to attack the lot, now how are you going to price it? Are you going to do a lump sum price, which is pretty much whether it's 2 inches or 2 feet, it's, let's just say, for example, it's $100, lump sum. Now, lump sum prices I generally give to very small lots, parking lots that maybe only have a handful of spots, where even in a larger event, I would be in and out of there in 15, 20, 30 minutes. And how's my travel time there? If I got to drive a half hour just to get to this place and back, you have to be accommodated for that time. Okay, travel time is also important, because the more time you spend on the road, the less time you're going to be making money plowing. So lump sum would not work in this parking lot situation. You could do a per inch price, which is, as Jay was saying, a 2 to 6 inch, 6 to 12, 12 to 18, 18 plus. You can do it, pricing it that way, per inch. You can price it by per hourly rate. You could say, well, for me and 2 laborers to shovel, it's going to be $300 an hour. So this way, however many hours you spend there is whatever the customer pays, plus the material for the salt. Now, again, an hourly rate in that lot that we just saw would not work, for the simple fact that in a smaller snow event, you're only going to be there maybe 1 to 2 hours at max. You're just not going to generate the income you need on a consistent basis. You don't want to end up banking on getting a larger snow event. Okay, so we covered lump sum, we covered per hour, we covered per inch, and then you could do a per push price. So if the customer says, in the event of an 8-inch storm, I want you to plow every 4 inches. Okay, so that means you would have to do 2 passes. However, they're manageable passes, so you can relatively get in and out of there quick. Now, years ago, when I was a very big snow removal contractor, when I had the insurance and all, I used to plow for banks, and they used to get a per push price because they wanted to be plowed every 2 inches, even if it was 2 feet of snow. So I would actually have a handful of branches that were my responsibility. The person who was the management company hired a few contractors because there were many branches. So I took the branches that were closer to my yard and my home, and the other branches were subbed out to other contractors. So I gave him a per push price. So let's say every time I made a pass, just for example, I charged $100. So if I made 5 pushes, so each branch would get $100. So I was doing 4 branches. So that's $400 a round. So let's just say we had a 6-inch snow event and they wanted every 2 inches. That's 3 pushes per 4 lots. So that means my bill for each lot would be $300 times 4 lots is $1,200. That's just for easy layman terms. Every branch I had was larger or smaller, so it was different pricing, and it was obviously a lot more money. I'm just doing this for the simplicity of it. So those are the 4 ways that you can charge. So I believe the way Jay should charge that lot is a per inch price, because I don't believe this customer is going to want multiple pushes. So to give him 1 price per push is not going to work out. So the best way is a per inch price. So in my opinion, a 1 to 6 inch snow event, where this person was saying 4 to 6 inches he was getting charged $500, is just not enough money for Jay. He's going to bring his Bobcat, which is a Kubota, and he's going to have to bring 1 to 2 laborers to shovel. So I would say an event like that would take him approximately 2 hours to clean, and I would say it would be worth $800. His feeling is it really worth his time for that amount of money, and the way the lot is complex. So his thinking is the parking lot is a little bit complex for him to maybe handle at this particular point. He was hoping he could hit it with the truck and go, but unfortunately that is not the case. There is nowhere to put the snow in that regard. So you have to be wary about that. So if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. I hope this video helped you. And guys, be very safe snow plowing. Be careful. And let's hope everyone has a good season and makes money. Thanks. Bye.